And this brings us on to the final
episode of Cutscene.
the final battle in our superhero showdown bracket.
Yes. Many
this
weeks have led to
been
this.
Going on for like 16 weeks. 1,
yeah,
2,
something
3,
like that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We missed a week. This is week 16 of this bracket.
Sheesh. It's been good. It's been a fun little thing we've had going on.
We whittled it down. I'm going to give us our 16 original contestants. The 4 Marvel heroes: Hercules, Luke Cage, Blade, and Nightcrawler. The 4 Marvel villains: Doctor Doom, Abomination, Magneto, Green Goblin. DC heroes: Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, Aquaman, Black Lightning. DC villains: Deathstroke, Scarecrow, Deadshot, Captain Cold. There are 16 competitors.
Yes.
That have been going in 1v1s to get us down to this point.
Yes.
Hero versus villain.
Yes.
Good versus evil. DC versus Marvel.
Yes.
Which is very interesting to me.
Yeah, I
we set it up to be a hero and a villain in the final.
Yeah.
Not worried about where they came from, but we still managed to get DC versus
I know,
Marvel.
right? It could have very easily been DC versus DC or Marvel versus Marvel.
Yeah, but... I mean, in the final, like the hero final and the villain final, we had one because of the way I set it up.
Yeah, so.
But the final is Martian Manhunter versus Abomination.
Mm-hmm.
The same rules as all tournament. They are bloodlusted. They are in a completely neutral environment. And they only have what they would normally have on them, which for these two doesn't really make any difference because these guys don't have any equipment. Which, you never know, might be why they've got so far, because they don't need equipment.
Yes, that's probably actually true. Raw power.
I kind of realised, probably in the quarterfinals, so not last round, the round before. This was where we were probably going to end up.
Yeah, probably a similar point, I think, or just after. I think I know where this is going.
I was pretty confident that Abomination was going to make it to the final out of the villains once it beat Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And Martian Manhunter is very strong.
Yeah.
I really don't know which way to go here.
So, I very briefly...
Yeah, I was about to say, you said you were going to do research, but then Ross grabbed you by the balls. So do you even remember that you were going to do research?
Yes, while I was having my dinner. So
my man said dinner was 5 to 10 minutes late. What he meant was, shit, I forgot to do research.
So I briefly re-looked over their powers and abilities and stuff to kind of refresh my mind. As we've said every time we've had Martian Manhunter, his only weakness is fire. Abomination doesn't make fire. Martian Manhunter can shapeshift his body to Kai phase, so attacks go through him.
Yeah.
He can change his body to be almost indestructible to strengthen him. He can at will change his matter and being into whatever he needs. I don't see how Abomination beats that.
Yeah.
Which is the issue.
Let me guess. You also don't understand how Abomination can lose.
All I know is Abomination... Isn't he more hungry for being powerful, which turns into being his weakness?
Yeah, essentially.
So it's I feel like Martian Manhunter's smart enough to figure out, you've just got to beat Abomination but at himself in a way.
Yeah. He just kind of has to wait him out. And here's the thing, everyone else that Abomination's fought physically couldn't wait him out.
No.
Martian Manhunter probably can.
Yeah, just purely by being able to change his physical being.
Yeah. And this is what we've always said. Up until now, it's come up to strength and stamina. Abomination on raw strength probably has Martian Manhunter,
Yeah.
but Martian Manhunter can avoid being hit for long enough to let his stamina be the deciding factor.
Yep.
Like, to put it in boxing terms, yes, Mike Tyson can knock me out with one punch,
But if he
but
can't
he can
hit
only
you,
he can only throw them punches for so long. So if, and don't get me wrong, I'm not good enough to do this, but
really?
theoretically, if you could avoid him hitting you for long enough, he wouldn't have enough gas left to be
Well,
able
yeah.
to throw the punch to knock you out.
That's how you beat. Like, it's in boxing. It's how you beat heavyweights. Is people will
Yeah.
just wait for them to wear themselves out, and then go in after. And I agree. Like, Abomination's only attack. Like, he's only gonna punch you or try to rip you in half or whatnot. Martian Manhunter can kind of get around that stuff.
yeah, and we've also got to remember, people are bloodlusted in this.
Yeah.
There is a long history of people are more dangerous when they are a villain than as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
So if Martian Manhunter's bloodlusted, he has none of his morals, which puts him more on the villainous side because he's willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Ergo is more powerful, more deadly. I don't know if it would kill Abomination, but there would be nothing stopping Martian Manhunter phasing inside Abomination and then just rapidly expanding.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
There's so many ways, because he can shapeshift into anything he can need. Like, he's gonna find ways to hurt Abomination and do enough damage to him and kind of wait out the stamina. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight at all. I think it'll definitely be like a hard fight for Martian Manhunter, but I think not so hard that like he's gonna like. It's one of those. It's like a tough fight, but he's still gonna win, like not easily but convincingly.
Yeah, I agree. I do think Martian Manhunter is indeed our winner.
Yes, he is our superhero showdown champion.
He's our first ever Super Showdown champion. Which means Hori now needs to go and edit up a picture of Martian Manhunter holding a belt with the Cutscene Convo's logo on WWE.
Just stood on Abomination's body.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
But that does now mean, are we restarting a bracket next week, or are we having a week break and then give us time to figure a new bracket out?
It really depends how much content we have.
Okay. Depends how She-Hulk goes.
Yeah. So maybe start thinking of your
new heroes.
Do you reckon you can squeeze out 16?
Or do a bigger bracket this time?
Yeah, this one lasted 16 weeks. If we double it, I think it more than doubles how long it will take. So we'll probably be good till like next year.
I was gonna say, do you know what we should do? We should wait till September.
Okay.
It's the September Showdown. And it starts in September.
What, you mean like take 2 weeks of a break?
Yeah. Start it in September with like 60, what would be 32 in total
32,
people?
Yeah.
And I don't know, call it Superheroes September Showdown.
Okay, so what we'll do
start
is,
it in September.
Over the next 2 weeks, instead of having an actual Superhero Showdown, we will discuss what kind of rules we want to put in place. And it also gives people 3 weeks worth of comments to put down anyone they want to have involved in the bracket.
Yes.
And any rules they think should be included in the bracket.
Yes, should there be environmental, like, I don't know, influence?
Does the person with the lower seeding always get a preferential environment?
Yeah.
And maybe, how do people want us to seed it? Do they want us to seed it like I have, where Marvel heroes, DC heroes, Marvel villains, DC villains are all separated? Or do they just want heroes and villains seeded? Or do they just want one big seeding? We have options.
We do.
If you do want any characters included, write them down in the comment. Write down who the character is, what version of the character you want. Don't just go Iron Man. Tell me if you want Iron Man MCU or Iron Man Comic 616 or Iron Man Comic
Or Supreme Iron Man.
10010. Yeah, Supreme Iron Man. Tell us which version of the character you want. If you don't say what version, I'm going to assume you the standard comic version.
Yeah.
I'm not going to assume film versions.
Unless you say film version, it will be standard comic version.
And if anyone says Batman, it's fine. He can go in, but no prep time is going to be one of the rules. And he's going to get smoked first round. Probably.
Depends who he's against.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. No superhero showdown for the next 2 weeks. We'll work out some rules. We'll put together a big boy bracket to kick off in September.
I'm gonna put one of my villains is gonna be Thug number 1.
You know what I've just realised? Sorry, doing quick maths.
Oh, quick maths.
If the bracket takes 32 episodes, which I think it would, but don't quote me.
No, it'd take. Oh wait, no, it'd take more than that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll say 32 just for argument, but I think it might be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Our first episode with it is going to be episode 32, which means we would go all the way to episode 64 with one bracket.
Nice.
And that one you would definitely have to make one of them pictures for.
Oh, we probably have to make a bracket picture for.
Yeah, we might have to have some fun with this.
Yeah. For
God
sure.
damn it, Horry. Why can't we ever half-arse anything?